my little fun time. Time 3-4 to face your final challenges. The first in the little arena of Indianapolis.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the VRA pre-race show! Woo! Yeah, I'm hyped. It's Indy time, baby. Indianapolis time. VRA pre-race show. Here we go. Hosted by yours truly, Mr. X Wimdy, XX Roaring Wind XX, and the best commentator alive for the VRA, and the only one that ever will be. You're damn right. Anyway, let's talk about this week's race. Indianapolis. Same thing as last time, you know. It's a race. It's a race. We're all having fun. We're all having fun. I switched my setup around. I don't know if y'all could tell. Had a lot of moving this week. Been switching some stuff around in here. Doing some feng shui, if you know what I mean. But yeah, no more window. No more weird looking room. It's just the fucking bed now. Yeah, it's just the bed. And, oh, what is that? Is that a repping the 314? Surely not. Surely not repping the best team in the NL Central right now. Let's go fucking go, baby. Cardinal Nation all the fucking way, baby. All right, let's get focused, people. Let's get focused. Indianapolis. What are we expecting this week? And who's out of the points? I know, we're already there. We're in race 6 of 9. We've already got people out of contention. That's insane, people. It's quite literally insane. But hopefully, people are still showing up. We appreciate everybody coming out on Sunday nights. We had some technical difficulties last week with the stream, but we're ready to go this week. We're absolutely ready to go. Got my man Keith in the booth with me this week. We're going to hash it out. We're going to go over everybody this week. Everybody's got a shot to win it this week, and I'm not joking. Everybody is jumping in for points. Everybody's begging for points. We are short on points. Everybody's like, please, sir, can I have some more points? No, you can't have any more points, and we already give out, bitch. Anyway, sorry for saying bitch. I don't get monetized, so I can say bitch however many times I want. But we're going to skip past that. We're going to go into points. Who is out of contention this week? And lucky enough for me, shout out to my boy Mikey, who integrated this great little presentation for me. We're going to put it right here for everybody to see. This is our point standing this week. Before the Indy race, obviously. But yeah, I've got it up on my screen here, but you guys will see it here once I edit it in. But we're gonna check this out. So we have got a pretty spread out field for this week. Not what I was expecting. But yeah, as you can see in the bottom. That little asterisk in the yellow, mathematically eliminated from championship contention. Unfortunately, our Eagle Rock winner, Slow, is not in contention. I feel horrible for him. He has been running great. Gotta feel bad. Absolutely horrible to see Slow gone from points this week. And also Tism, who hosts our SEC challenge on the VRA Discord. I'll post a link in that in the bottom. I'll put pin comment, I guess, or it'll be in the description of the video. Or hey, it'll even be a little there. I think that's how you do it. It's in the little eye up at the top right. You guys should be able to see that. But yeah, unfortunately, just I don't really have a whole lot to say about Tism. He's been running decent races, but I mean, point shortage, everybody's been begging for points this week, but we're going to go over who needs what this week. Oh boy, it's a lot. So, we're going to start from the beginning. We're going to start at the lead. We're going to start with Canes and Andy and Mikey and Rick. We're going to start with those four. Those guys are in the top contention right now. That is the final four, we'll call it, since we're not in March Madness anymore. We're in April Anger. We're calling it April Anger. But yeah, Canes, Andy, Mikey, and Rick, 66-point difference between the top and the fourth place guy. It's anybody's game between them four. Rick's been really improving at Indy. Mikey, Andy, and Canes all had a great shot at Indy last time we ran this. I believe Andy and Mikey were both in the top 5. Or no, sorry. Mikey had some engine trouble during Indianapolis, I believe. We're going to go with that for right now. I do believe that did happen. Mikey had some engine trouble. Canes and Andy did decent. Andy did the best out of all of them at Indy. Rick was not far away from them, but he has been improving. We call him the risk taker for a reason. He improves so much every single time I see him on the track. But the main focus this week is, what do these guys want? More fact, what do they need this week? Well, top 5 finish would be great. A win for any of these four would put them in the lead. Except for the only thing that would swap is if Rick was first and Canes got dead last. If Canes got dead last tonight, then Rick would have points lead. Unless Mikey gets anywhere near the top 5. Andy needs a top 5. Mikey needs a top 3. I'd put it there. Rick needs a top 3 too. Third and fourth need top 3 or top 5 to keep them anywhere near first and second tonight. Because I have a feeling that Andy's been really improving this season. I'd really expect him to be up near the top again tonight. Moving on. 5th, we'll go like this. 5th through 8th is Jumpin', Billy, Skins, and Uranus. Difference between them is 13 points. And Jumpin' is 34 points behind Rick. We went over this, I went over this with Keith, not with Keith, with myself and with Mikey early this morning. We've come to the conclusion, basically anybody that is in that area and below is technically a full race behind. Which is not true technically, but with how points are and with how positions have been, it's more than likely that they are a full race behind at this point. They're not out technically, but it is going to be a little bit harder for these guys to get up in the top 5. Well, top 4 technically. The Angry 4. April Anger is here, ladies and gentlemen, and we've got the Angry 4. We're calling it that. Why the hell not? But in between those 8, what do they need? Top 10 tonight, at least. To keep themselves alive, top 10 at least for those. That's all I have to say. Jumpin' did not do the grace of this track last time. He had a really bad pit strategy. Billy has been... He's been middling of the pack. It's kept him there. I'm not going to say anything else. He's been doing great. Skins has been very close to Hard Charger a few times. Did very well with Eagle Rock when we ran this. Got a 3rd place finish. Very good job from him. Has kept himself in the middle of the pack. He absolutely needs a top 10 tonight. Uranus has been middling. Like Billy, he's been middling in the middle of the pack. Middling in the middle of the pack. We're calling it that now. Sure. But yeah, Uranus has been doing great. Everybody in this top 8 has been doing insane today. Insane this whole season. Very well put together season by all 8 of them. Moving on. NASCAR Baby in 9th. He's in the spot where, I really need to get a good finish tonight, but if I don't get a good finish tonight, I could technically be out next week, which is true. If that top 8, if I see this top 8 still, they're still in the same spots they are, it's pretty much locked. If this top 8 stays the same, it's pretty much locked. So what does NASCAR baby need tonight? Well, a top 5 at least. A win would be great. It would put him in the top 5 at least. Yeah, he's been running great. He's been doing. He's been running a great season. Not a whole lot for me to say about that. Anybody who's running a great season has a good chance to get the points this week. Moving on. Top 10 spot goes to Gavinator. Hey, he's been getting consistent top 10s. What does he need tonight? Hell, why not another top 10? Or hell, why not a top 5? Why not a win? But Gavin absolutely needs a top 10 tonight, at least. That's what I'm going to put it as. Moving forward, we're going to go to the right side of that grid. Vanilla, Smokey, Hawk, and Con. Absolutely in a dangerous spot tonight, along with Gavin. But Gavin, I have a little more faith in as far as his ability. He's been getting consistent top 10s. That's all I really expect out of him, is consistent top 10 tonight. But these 4, Con, Hawk, Smoking, Vanilla, what do they need? A top 5. 100% a top 5. If it's anything but a top 5, they're pretty much out of for the rest of the season. I don't see any way of these guys coming back. Who do I think improves the most out of all of these guys? Hawk and Vanilla. Vanilla won at this track a few weeks ago when we ran it. Hawk has been improving consistently, has had good spots at Eagle Rock. Other than that, Smokey's been middling of the pack. I have nothing other to say to that. Anybody's middling, it's Smokey. Smokey's been middling the most. Con has had a major fall off. Went from top 5 in points beginning of the season to just a big fall off. Like, that's probably the biggest fall off this season, other than who I'm about to talk about next. 15th and 16th is Pancake and Crip. Crip is at 294. Pancake's 285 behind. What do they need? A win. That's the only way they're going to keep in contention this week. I hate saying it like that, but it's got to be a win or you're going home. That's got to be as simple as that. Same with Shoplifting and Blaze. Blaze is... I was talking to Blaze earlier. It's not his greatest track, and I will agree. He's not had the greatest of luck here, but Blaze needs a win tonight. Shoplifting also. Shoplifting did decent at this track. He's had a bit of a fall off. He's been... I'll classify him myself. Me, ex-Wimdy. I will classify him as a guy who likes using his tires to the full potential. If you don't know what that means in my terms, he runs the hell out of some tires. Like, when SEC goes on Wednesdays with Tism, he'll run the hard tire, and he'll run it 70%, 80%. He'll run it till it's dead. He will run that hard tire till it is gone. It is off the car. Might as well tow it back. But it's been working for him, which I don't understand. It has been working for him consistently. He had a great run at Daytona, and then he's fallen back. He's not really done a whole lot except for having a decent finish at Daytona. Blaze got screwed over at Daytona and hasn't been able to crawl back, but definitely everybody that's Gavin and below needs a win in my book. To stay in contention, everybody there needs a win. Because technically, points-wise, all of them are a full race and a half, 2 races behind. NASCAR's in that race and a half line, and then everybody 8th and above is a full race, or 8th through 5th is a full race, and that top 4 is basically set. Like, that's your top 4 for the rest of the season, if that stays where it is. Now, the thing with Indy and tuning is that some of these tunes are very wheel focused. Not saying that people on control are going to do bad at this track. Mainly jumping. Jumping has proven that he's very good at this track. It's just that pit strategy is also going to be a thing for this track. Definitely have to watch your tires. 100%. That's been a problem with a lot of these drivers, is you have to watch your tires. Shoplifting, definitely a very great watcher of his tires. Do I expect him to do great tonight? If he can manage those tires, yeah, he's going to be up front. But that being said, that top 4 right here, this top 4, can manage tires. And so can Vanilla. Vanilla can win at this track. He won it previously in the season. Can he do it again? We're going to find out. But absolutely, I think he can. I think Vanilla can pull it off. If he can lock in tonight, I think Vanilla can get the win tonight. Moving on. That's our point standings. Now we're going to talk about penalties for this week. I'm going to go to the penalties tab. We're going to find out who has penalties. Hey guys, you're not going to believe it. I don't think we have any penalties this week. I'm checking now. That is correct. We have a big old goose egg. A big old fat nothing. Hey. 2 weeks in a row, no penalties. Hey. Good job, everybody. Really proud of all of you to be able to hold it together for 2 weeks. First 4 weeks were very hectic, but definitely great running by everybody these past 2 weeks. It's been great racing. And then, yeah, no penalties. Good job. That's all I got to say about that. What else do we need to talk about? Next week, well, the week after this, what's our next race? Hakone! A track that I was not expecting to be on the Xfinity schedule. Was hoping for Watkins Glen. Evildoers. All my homies love Watkins Glen. Except the people that make this series. You guys are evil. But Hakone, the 13th of April, Sunday. It's the same as Watkins Glen. I'm going to be as straightforward as that. It's Watkins Glen, but it's in Japan. It's Japanese Watkins Glen. That's all I'm going to say. It's got one big straight and a bunch of curves. If it's Watkins Glen, but just it's not in America. And then after that, 420 Daytona, and then season finale, 427 at Miami. Should be a good turnout for the season finale. As far as going forward with who needs what for the end of the season to be able to lock in points for tonight, I'd say at least the top 4 need either the top 4 need a top 10, 100%, to even stay remotely close to people in points. 5th through 8th need a top 5, top 10 to stay in it. 10th through 18th need a win. Preferably a top 3, but a win would seal the deal. 100%. Who are my big standouts for this week? Vanilla. Won it last time we ran it. don't think he's going to have another problem running this again. Andy, Canes, Mikey had great runs last time. Only problem, Mikey got engine trouble and got wrecked. And nothing you can do about that. But other than that, the top three were running great races all night. Rick is my only concern. Rick had a not the most favorable turnout for Indy when we ran it for week 2. Not to say that it's going to be the same turnout, but I am feeling that same pattern. I feel like Rick is going to, start middle of the pack-ish. He's been running consistently for pub lobbies. I feel like he's going to run a great race today, 100%. I feel like if nobody can match him today, then he's got the points locked up. As far as going into Hakone next week, I feel like Rick is going to struggle a lot with road course. Same thing with who are my people that were not on my list. Hawk, I feel like needs a top 10 tonight and then a top 5 at Hakone to seal him in. Do I think that can happen? 100%. He ran great at Watkins for the Cup Series. I think he can run Hakone just fine. Definitely needs a top 10 at Indy tonight. 100%. If he doesn't get a top 10 tonight, he's out. I hate to be it like that, but he needs top 10. Vanilla runs great Indy pace, 100%. Needs the win to put him up in the top 5, basically. And then Hakone, he needs to get another top 5, 100%. I will say he has run decent at road courses in the past. This is one we haven't done yet. Of all the things we have done, we've not done Hakone. It's a new track for everybody, but a lot of these road course guys, like Andy and, oh gosh, who else was on my list? Let me look at this list. Who was up here? NASCAR Baby was good at our road courses. Gavinator was good. Andy, Mikey's really good. So is Andy and NASCAR Baby. Jumping middles of the pack with our road courses. With the tune, it could be a whole different story. Who else is on my watch list for Hakone? It was Hawk, Vanilla, Jumpin', Mikey, Andy, and Gavin and NASCAR. Those are the people to watch for next week. This week, have to watch for Vanilla, Rick, Andy, Canes, and Mikey. The top 4, Vanilla. Jumpin', I wouldn't watch too much, but definitely a possible contender for this week. He is top 5 in points. Did not have the greatest of pit strategies last time. Hopefully he will be changing that up. But other than that, it's going to be a great race tonight. 100%. We're going to have a lot of battles like we did the last time at Indy. Unfortunately, that footage got corrupted in the previous video, or the previous stream on my channel. My footage got corrupted, so all my stuff didn't show up. But we're gonna hopefully have that fixed tonight. We've been having a lot of interference here. We've had a lot of storms. In my area specifically, we've had 15 inches of rain at the most, and we've had at least 6 tornado warnings within the past 3 days, all within like 2 miles of my house. We've had 3 touchdowns. I'm not excited about it, but it's what I get for living here, basically. But yeah, we've got all of our stuff running right now. I'm actually excited I'm able to record this finally. I haven't been able to have internet for a few days, so I'm actually pretty happy about that. But yeah, big race tonight. A lot of people to watch for tonight. Definitely the top 4 are going to be fighting a lot tonight. Pole position. Who do I think is going to win it? Rick. Rick or Vanilla. One of them two. Who do I think is going to win the race? That's up for decision. I personally will say Vanilla because he won it last time. He had a great running. Just has to stay off the wall. That's the goal for everybody. Stay off the wall and watch tires. That's all I'm going to say. 8:30 Eastern Standard Time on the VASCAR VRA Twitch channel, and the Wimdy channel will be up before the VASCAR VRA show, just to be able to set up some stuff with VASCAR. But yeah, absolutely. Make sure you guys tune in 8:30 Eastern Standard Time on the VASCAR VRA Twitch and the Wimdy Twitch as well. And we will have pre-race for Hakone up Sunday afternoon next week, and we will hopefully see you all there. And this has been your wonderful commentator, Wimdy here. We will see you all tonight, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time at Indianapolis. See you all then. Peace.